St. Peter's in New Jersey. Called strike 2. Guilarte, 209 batting average, a home run and 3 batted in. Duffy was the Metro Atlantic Championship Most Valuable Player in 2022 for Canisius. 1-2 pitch misses down and outside. He was born in Burlington, Ontario, he was born in Toronto and grew up in Burlington. Standing at 6'2", 205 from the stretch, and he gets a swing and a miss. Guilarte down on strikes. First strikeout for Duffy. And with one away, that'll bring up Kaylan Nicasia. Nicasia showed the first signs of life for the Mudcats offense yesterday in the 5th inning. He would get stranded on base, but he ripped a double down the right field line, and that started to change things a bit for Carolina's lineup. Pitch is a bit inside. Hall not a threat to run, does not have a steal yet this season. And he keeps his lead at about 2.5 steps. 1-0, Nicasia shooting for the downs. Can't make contact there. Mudcats now 6-1 at home following yesterday's series opening win. Lone loss came in their series opener, the home opener, against the Down East Wood Ducks. Fastball at 91, and it's 1-2. Of course, Carolina still play the 5 games this week, but 6 more home games on the way next week against the Columbia Fireflies. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Duffy. Gets Guilarte and now Nicasia 2 down. That time he took something off. And with 2 down, it'll be up to Blayberg Diaz to keep the inning alive. Limited at-bats so far for Blayberg this year, but he has made the most of them. .318 batting average, has driven in 3 runs, and has 4 doubles. Called strike 1 on the outside corner. Mudcats fans might notice no Luis Castillo in the lineup today, and this is the first game that he's not started in this year. It's a much earned off day. Diaz foul that one straight back, and I'm sure it helps with Cooper Pratt activated for Nick Stanley. Gets another spot on the bench back, so more opportunities for guys to get a breather here and there. And he's got so many options to go to in this lineup that doesn't feel like you're losing a whole lot of talent by benching a guy who can hit. Breaking ball outside for Duffy. Still yet to see the debut of Victor Torres with the Mudcats, former Kannapolis Cannonballer, added to the roster ahead of the series. Diaz waves and misses, and Matt Duffy has struck out the side after giving up a leadoff single to Hall. He is set down 6 of 7 batters faced, and we are scoreless through 2 innings from 5 County Stadium on this Education Day. Back on the mound goes Daniel Corniel when we return.
Enjoy the excitement of Carolina Mudcats baseball with your group of 20 or more. A Mudcats outing is a great way to reward employees, gather friends, entertain clients, or just get away. Groups receive discounts on tickets, recognition on the video board, and PA announcements. No waiting in line to enter, and everyone sits together. All you have to do is show up at the ballpark, and we'll take care of the rest. Bring your group out to 5 County Stadium. Call 919-269-CATS to reserve your group's date.
Keep your home or business safe and secure, just like 5 County Stadium. With American Alarms, the official security provider of the Mudcats. With locations in Apex and Wendell, American Alarms is your local security specialist. Contact American Alarms today at 919-460-5995 and ask about their new app for remote arming and disarming. Learn more at AmericanAlarms.us.
We'll take you on right here, right now! They're mightier than any ducks. Badder than any bears.
I got it!
They're the most fun you and your family will have at the movies all year.
Blockhead!
Geek, jerk. You ain't good enough to lick the dirt off our cleats.
You play ball like a girl!
The Sandlot,
Flies open.
Strike 3, you're out.
rated PG.
Well, no shortage of fans to choose for the dance cam today, I'll tell you that much. Great crowd on this Education Day here in Zebulon, North Carolina. We're on to the top of the third inning, still scoreless between the Mudcats and the Redsox. And for the first time in this series, Freli Encarnacion comes to the plate. Encarnacion added just before yesterday's game to the roster, the 19-year-old from the Dominican Republic. Gets his first at-bat of the season, and it is a fastball at 91 from Corniel. No balls and a strike. Encarnacion got 8 games in with the Florida Complex League Red Sox last year. 1 ball, 1 strike. He hit 182, no homers, and 1 run batted in that limited action. And here he drives one out towards deep right center field. Nicasia on his way back, and that catch is made actually by righty Mercado, the right fielder. And so Corniel gets the first out on just 3 pitches. 1 down for Albert Feliz. Red Sox got the leadoff single to open the game from Miguel Blaise. And since then, nothing but zeros in the hit column for Corniel. Feliz takes ball 1 low. Also from Santo Domingo in the DR. Has 1 home run on the year. It came against these Mudcats back on Sunday, April 7th. 3-run home run late in the game. Got the Sox back in it, but ultimately they fell in that game 10-7. 3 balls, no strikes on Feliz. We'll see if he has a green light here. Since that home run, though, Feliz has really struggled at the plate. In fact, he has just 3 hits since that date. And he swings 3-0 and sends a high pop-up off towards the left. And this one will land out of play. Corniel gets his sign, and his 3-1. Swung on and hit to right by Feliz. Another chance for Mercado. He's underneath it, makes the catch for out number 2. So Corniel has faced 8 men, and he's gotten all 8 out one way or the other. It'll be Kelvin Diaz trying to break through with 2 down in the 3rd inning. High breaking ball, a little bit outside on Diaz. The 21-year-old from Las Matas de Santa Cruz in the DR, and has had limited time so far this year. Has played in just 1 game prior to today. 1 ball, 1 strike. He went 1 for 4 in that game. Last week on the 21st in Lynchburg. One is fouled off. Diaz spending last year with the Florida Complex League Red Sox. Hit .212, pair of home runs, 16 batted in across 47 games. Corniel with the 1-2. Line sharply up the middle, and that's a 2-out single. So Kelvin Diaz bookends the first trip through the lineup for the Red Sox. Hits on both sides. The leadoff man Blaise, and now Diaz will keep the inning alive for Blaise with that 2-out hit. Now a big lead off of first base for Kelvin Diaz. He is not afraid to run. Took 21 bases last season It's fouled back. Strike one in just 47 games. Stole 20 the year before in the Dominican Summer League. And 13 in his first year in professional baseball in the DR. Another sizable lead off of first. Cornell will throw over a one-hopper dug out nicely by Hall, but the tag is late. Diaz has already thrown out one runner. It was Blaise at third. Cornell nods, runner going, swing and a miss, throw down by Diaz, the tag, in time again. Perfect tag placed by the second baseman, Guilarte, and they get Diaz to end the inning. One Diaz throws out the other, Bleiberg with another strike, and the inning comes to a close just like that. Daniel Cornell has faced the minimum one time through. We're on to the bottom of the third inning, still no score from 5 County.
The Carolina Mudcats will light up the night sky each and every Friday this season with Friday Night Fireworks presented by CBS 17 News. Enjoy all of the affordable baseball fun here in Zebulon while also taking in the area's best and brightest fireworks show following each and every Friday night home game this season. Again, that's Friday Night Fireworks presented by CBS 17 all season long at 5 County. Get your tickets today by calling 919-269-2287 and by visiting CarolinaMudcats.com.
Old Raleigh Distillery is North Carolina's premium bourbon maker, proudly made and served in Zebulon. Old Raleigh Society is a unique signature blended small batch bourbon with a perfect balance of smooth and complex flavors. The distillery is open to the public throughout the week for elevated mixology, tastings, music bingo, live music, tours, and food trucks. Don't forget to try it for yourself or with our signature cocktail next time you visit 5 County Stadium at the Old Raleigh Spirits and Sips on the first base side. Old Raleigh Distillery, family owned and operated, located 5 minutes away in the heart of downtown Zebulon.
Keep your home or business safe and secure, just like 5 County Stadium. With American Alarms, the official security provider of the Mudcats. With locations in Apex and Wendell, American Alarms is your local security specialist. Contact American Alarms today at 919-460-5995 and ask about their new app for remote arming and disarming. Learn more at americanalarms.us.
First pitch to Yosuar Garcia to begin the bottom of the third inning. Misses. 8-9-1 due up for the Mudcats. And we're seeing a similar start to today that we saw yesterday. 1-1 count on Garcia, who's hitting .341 on the season. No runs were scored across the first 5 innings in Tuesday night's affair. Garcia, loud contact down the left field line, but foul. It was Manuel Rodriguez, who was 5 scoreless to begin the ball game for the Mudcats yesterday. Did give up a couple of runs in the 6th inning, finished going 5 1/3, longest start by a Mudcat this season, as Yosuar Garcia bounces one right back to Matt Duffy on the mound, and his throw to Feliz in plenty of time for the first out. Score that one a 1-3 putout, and now righty Mercado will step in for the first time this week. Righty hitting .227 on the year, 2 runs batted in. Just a handful of plate appearances, 24 total. For the Los Hidalgos Dominican Republic native, the switch hitter takes ball 1 outside. Mercado was signed as an international free agent back in 2018, the 23-year-old. Fouls that pitch off to the left. Duffy's 1-1, and Mercado squares one up, hits it to right, twisting back, but underneath it is Kelvin Diaz, and that's out number 2. So up comes Juan Baez for a second time. Fans, Carolina Brewing Company, the oldest active brewery in Wake County, is partnering with the Mudcats this season to serve some of their outstanding selections at 5 County Stadium. Stop by their Holly Springs Brewery or their newest tap room in downtown Wendell and enjoy a company craft brew anytime. Strike one called on Baez, who hit one on the screws right at the third baseman Encarnacion to kick off the offense for Carolina this afternoon. Pitch on the outside corner. I say this afternoon, but we're still in the morning hours, just past 11:30 on the East Coast. 1-1 on the way from Duffy. And Baez again to the left side, and once again Encarnacion has it, spins and throws on to Feliz, and that'll retire the side. Another 1-2-3 inning for Matt Duffy. Got a pitcher's duel yet again so far, a third of the way through the ball game. Fourth inning coming up next from 5 County Stadium on the Carolina Mudcats Broadcast Network.
Pest control is very important and nothing to fool around with, so you need to choose the best. Choose Ridapest. Hi, I'm Jamie Smith. At Ridapest, our customers and their pest problems are our #1 concern. We treat every problem we encounter like it's our own. That's why we employ only the best service technicians, trained to treat you like family and stick with you until your pest problem is solved, using only the most effective solutions available. We offer same-day service for most pests and provide free inspections for termites and crawl-space moisture. So for a company who cares and will solve your pest problems, make the right choice. Choose Ridapest. Choose the best. You're simply the best. When you choose Ridapest, you'll be glad you did. Call Ridapest today at 1-800-PEST-CONTROL or visit us online at ridapest.com.
Ridapest, a locally owned family business serving all of Wilson, Nash, Pitt, Wake, and surrounding counties. Call Ridapest toll-free 1-800-PEST-CONTROL.
Since 1991, the Carolina Mudcats have called 5 County Stadium and Eastern Wake County home. The Mudcats continue to offer advertisers the critical elements that make a partnership successful. The Mudcats have routinely been commended for going above and beyond in client service, providing affordability and great value. Your partnership helps the Mudcats provide quality family entertainment and supports a local tradition. For information on how you can partner with the Mudcats, call 919-269-2287 today. The Carolina Mudcats and 5 County Stadium, the family place.
Cruising right along on this Education Day Wednesday afternoon. Keep saying afternoon. Still morning, Colin. Still morning for now. It's the top of the fourth inning, and back at the plate is Miguel Blaze, who was at the plate to end the top of the third inning when Kelvin Diaz was caught stealing. Salem 0 for 2 trying to take bags on Blayberg Diaz so far. Daniel Corniel with a fastball a little bit in tight. 2-0 on Blaze, couple of 19-year-olds. Blaze fouls that one off to the right. Corniel born July 7th, 2004. Meanwhile, Blaze born March 1st in 04. Crazy to think that these two were infants when the Boston Red Sox reversed the curse in 2004, winning their first World Series in 86 years. 2-2 the count as Corniel battles back. That pitch misses up and outside. Of course, the Red Sox have gone on to win 3 more World Series since then, in 2007, 2013, and 2018. In 2013, it's the same year that the Salem Red Sox last won the Carolina League. 3-2, misses down and outside, and Blaze draws ball 4. That Salem team, by the way, had a guy, you might have heard of him. His name's Mookie Betts. Since won a World Series with Boston in 2018, another with the Los Angeles Dodgers 2 years later. Also won league MVP in 2018. And is off to just an outrageous start here in 2024. So runner on, nobody out. Antonio Anderson will bat. And that pitch in the dirt gets away from Diaz, recovers quickly the throw down to one hopper, but this time he can't get Blaze, who advances on a wild pitch once again, just like he did in the first inning. It was just a momentary lapse there from Diaz, not realizing where the ball was just in front of him, and it's all it took for Blaze to accelerate and take that extra 90 feet. Anderson struck out looking his first time up on an inside breaking ball. And he gets a fastball down and in. Foul tips it. One-one. A little bit outside. Not a whole lot to talk about as far as the rivalry between the Red Sox and the Brewers. Of course, both teams in separate leagues. The Sox in the American League and Milwaukee in the National League. Corniel's 2-1. Hit sharply to short. Scooped up by Cooper Pratt. His throw is in time to get Anderson. No advance from Blaise. And a big first out for Corniel and the Mudcats. There is a tie, though, between Boston and Milwaukee, and it doesn't have to do with either of these franchises. You have to go down about 5 hours west to Atlanta to find that tie. Marvin Alcantara batting. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout looking. Swings at the first pitch, chops it to third. Baez looks Blaise back and throws out Anderson, Alcantara rather, 2 down. So 6-3 and a 5-3 put out, and just like that, Corniel sees the light at the end of the tunnel. But of course, the Braves started in Boston as the Boston Red Stockings back in 1871. And they changed a number of names before eventually settling on the Braves for the better part of their remaining 30 years in Beantown. Pitch misses inside on Nellie Taylor Jr. They would play at Braves Field up until 1952. As Corniel and Diaz have a conversation. 1952, they got up and moved out to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Came the Milwaukee Braves, where they would spend 13 seasons there, and then in 1965, following the conclusion of that season, the Milwaukee Braves would head on down south to Peach Country and have been the Atlanta Braves since 1966. Taylor pulls this one deep down the right field line, foul. And while in Boston, the Braves did play 2 seasons at Fenway Park, not long after Fenway was opened in 1912. It was 1914 and 1915 where they would play at Fenway. 2 balls and a strike. And of course, Braves Field was finished, and they would spend the rest of their time in Boston there, which is now the site, by the way, of Nickerson Field, right on the campus of Boston University. Play a lot of sports there. Across field hockey. Really open area. You can see it coming right across the highway in Boston. A very historic area for a number of reasons. 2-1 up the middle. Pratt bobbles it a bit, gloves it. He throws to third. Blaise never stops running. Throw to the plate, the tag. Diaz, it's in time. And Blaise is out trying to score all the way from second. And Miguel Blaise is down, holding his left arm. A valiant effort by the 19-year-old trying to score from second on an infield hit. And hopefully he's okay. The trainer, Jacob Lohman, out there to check on him. In the meantime, we head to the bottom of the 4th inning, still scoreless from 5 County Stadium.
Know anyone that needs some help seeing balls and strikes this baseball season? Well, our friend Dr. Kevin Laughlin and staff at NCI Associates can certainly help. Located in Zebulon, 5 minutes from 5 County Stadium in front of Walmart, NCI Associates can handle all of your eye care needs. From routine eye exams to medical conditions like glaucoma, cataracts, and diabetic eye care, let Dr. Laughlin and NCI Associates care for your eyes. Make an appointment today at NCI Associates of Zebulon and let Dr. Laughlin make sure you don't miss one hard hit down the line or bang bang play at the plate.
Carolina Mudcats Luxury Suites are the perfect way to watch the Mudcats play in style and comforts. From employee and client entertainment to birthday parties and family reunions, the Mudcats Suites are great for any outing. The Mudcats Suite level is on the top deck of 5 County Stadium. Accessible by elevator and climate controlled, suites offer indoor and outdoor seating, VIP parking, closed circuit and cable television, an upscale menu, and wait staff. Suites can be enjoyed on a game-by-game basis or throughout the season. Call 919-269-CATS for more information.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that'll bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your visit today at baseballhall.org.
Well, good news for Salem and Boston Red Sox fans. Miguel Blaise is heading back out to center field. Still working out that left wrist. Maybe just jammed it. But he will stay in the ball game, and Matt Duffy is back on the mound in the bottom of the 4th inning. Still no score between Salem and Carolina. It will be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters for the Mudcats. Ferry Rodriguez will kick it off. A couple of home runs for him last week in Augusta, trying to find some of that power back here at home. Pitch misses for ball 1. Mudcats with just 1 hit so far. It was a Taden Hall single in the 2nd against Matt Duffy. And Rodriguez sharply down the right field line, foul. Duffy so far, 3 strikeouts. They all came in that 2nd inning. 1-1, misses outside. And Rodriguez swings through that, 2-2. And of course for the Red Sox and with Blaise, they're very happy to see him back in center after last year his season was cut short due to injury. Rodriguez swings through that pitch, and he is down on strikes. Moves to 0 for 2, and that's 4 punch-outs for Duffy. But Blaise played his last game last year on May 30th before missing the rest of the season due to an injury, and he's back in center field again. Looking like he's all right, and hopefully he does make his next at-bat as well as Cooper Pratt pops it up right side. Wandering back is Feliz, and he makes an over-the-shoulder catch in the bullpen area for the 2nd out. So Matt Duffy still in control. He is now set down 7 straight. Pardon me, that's now 8 with the pop out from Pratt. Taden Hall, last man to reach base against him, the only man to reach base on a single up the middle. Called strike 1 on Hall. That Nelly Taylor Jr. ball up the middle that Pratt had trouble with before he threw to Baez, who then threw out Diaz, was ruled an infield single. Hall fouls it to the left. So out ends up being 6-5-2. Nice job by Baez to fire that strike home, though, recognizing the situation to get Blaise at the plate. Foul tipped, and that is held onto for strike 3. So Matt Duffy, former Canisius Griff, just continues to roll right along. He's through 4 scoreless. We're through 4 scoreless from 5 County Stadium. Top of the 5th next here on the Carolina Mudcats Broadcast Network.
To purchase the latest Carolina Mudcats gear away from 5 County Stadium, visit shopmudcats.com. All of Muddy's favorite apparel is here. Hats, shirts, replica jerseys, novelty items, trading cards, and more. Just one click away. Check back throughout the year for seasonal deals and sales. Little League coaches, you can outfit your entire team or league by calling the Tackle Box store at 919-269-CATS. Dress like the Mudcats by visiting the Tackle Box at 5 County Stadium or shopmudcats.com.
For the early to rise road trippers, the late night truck drivers, or even the bucket list checking baseball fans, your Wyndham is waiting, no matter who you are, where you're going, or why. With 24 trusted brands to choose from like La Quinta, Days Inn, and Super 8, there's a hotel by Wyndham for everyone. Wyndham Hotels and Resorts, the official hotel of minor league baseball. Get the lowest price at wyndhamhotels.com. Restrictions apply. Visit website for more details.
Looking for a one-of-a-kind luxury in-game experience? Look no further than the DRB Home Sky Lounge, located high atop 5 County Stadium. The DRB Home Sky Lounge is open by reservation only and features a full buffet, climate control, dining experience for guests of 50 or more. Eat dinner and enjoy a spectacular view of the game in the most luxurious section of 5 County Stadium. Visit carolinamudcats.com or call 269-2287 for more information.
Fans, the Christie Mangum team is ready to serve you from for sale to sold with the power of Caldwell banker Howard Perry and Walston by their side. As the top real estate companies in the region, they sell more homes for more money than any area competitors. Let Christie Mangum and her team help you for all your real estate needs. The Christie Mangum team is committed to helping people win. Trust them to help you. Top of the 5th inning, and we're still looking for our first run on this Education Day game at 5 County Stadium. Daniel Uten will lead it off, and the first pitch from Daniel Corniel misses outside. Corniel at 55 pitches, still in good shape to get through 5 innings if doesn't run into any trouble here, but a 2-0 count now on Uten, who he struck out in the 2nd inning, part of 4 consecutive strikeouts for Corniel. He's got 4 total so far. Uten swings over the top. It is 2-1. We'll take a look at some of the scores that are currently ongoing. 2 games in the Carolina League in progress at the same time as the Mudcats, starting about 5 minutes later. 2-1. Uten swings and misses. It's out-of-town scores, of course, presented by Pepsi. And we'll start about an hour and 20 minutes south of here at Segra Stadium. Battle of North Carolina going on there. Foul tipped, and that's right off the mask of Diaz. And Perry Schwartz will deliver the ball to Corniel, give the catcher a moment. But the Down East Wood Ducks in the bottom of the 3rd inning hold a 1-0 lead over the Fayetteville Woodpeckers. Down East getting on the board in the 1st inning. Bases loaded walk. Ground ball sharply to short. Bobbled again by Pratt. His recovery won't be in time. And an E6 will allow Uten to get the leadoff man on for the 3rd time so far for the Red Sox in 5 innings. First error charge to either side. And we'll see if McElveny can take advantage at the plate. He popped out to 3rd his first trip. Other game ongoing right now is in Kannapolis. Breaking ball outside corner for Corniel, and it is also a 1-0 game. Middle of the 4th inning, the Charleston River Dogs lead the Cannonballers. Run picked up in the 3rd inning on a force out for the River Dogs. The Single A affiliate of the Tampa Bay Rays, taking on the Carolina League affiliate of the Chicago White Sox. Got both sides of Chicago, of course, in the Carolina League, the White Sox affiliate and the Cubs affiliate in Myrtle Beach. Good fastball, 92 miles an hour, still some strong velocity from Corniel, and he's ahead 0-2 on McElveny, pardon me. 6th-round pick for the Red Sox. 2021 draft. Takes a pitch just above the letters. Other games that have yet to begin here in the CL, you've got a 6:30 start time between the Myrtle Beach Pelicans and the Lynchburg Hillcats up in Virginia. 7:05 for the Fredericksburg Nationals visiting Delmarva. Breaking ball a little bit out again. And finally, 7:05 first pitch between the Augusta Green Jackets and the other first place team right now in the Carolina League, the Columbia Fireflies at 10-5. They have a half-game lead over Fayetteville in the South. Diving back safely, U10. Fireflies, the hottest team right now in the Carolina League. They have won 4 in a row. Also have the best run differential at plus 42. Fastball in, and McKelveny has worked a full count. He'll be followed by Frelly Encarnacion. 3 hits so far for Salem compared to just 1 for the Muddies. Full count pitch, runner goes, and it is popped up to the right, and it'll land in the seats. Salem coming into today hitting .220 as a team, good enough for 7th over the first 16 games. Just the 6 home runs, though, so power still coming along in the first month of the season. Another 3-2, and it's hit well up the middle, and McKelveny has a single. Throw comes back to second. U10 slides his feet a little bit, nearly came off the bag as Guilarte placed the tag, but he is in there, and the first 2 men have reached in this top of the 5th inning for the Salem Red Sox. Error from Pratt. And now U10 is at second after the single that puts McKelveny at first, and we'll see our first mound visit from either side today. It is pitching coach Michael O'Neill. Talk it over with Corniel, who's looked solid today up until now, and even still, that first runner on would be an unearned run due to the error. While this mound visit continues, a quick reminder, fans, that Doubletree by Hilton Raleigh Midtown is a proud host for Carolina Mudcats opponents this season off highways I-440 and US 401. Doubletree Raleigh Midtown is 10 minutes from downtown Raleigh and convenient to various attractions, including right here at 5 County Stadium. So O'Neill makes his way back to the dugout. There's a right-hander starting to toss for Carolina. And it's been one of the best pitchers in the Carolina League to start the season throwing in Eugenio Herrera. So just who the Muddies would like to turn the ball over, and they'd like to keep it a scoreless contest. Encarnacion takes ball 1. Diaz a back pick attempt, but U10 in safely with the dive. Mudcats pitching staff has done a nice job so far this year. 350 earned run average across the board. 2 balls and no strikes. Walks have been a little bit of an issue, though. 75, that's in the top half of the league. Not alarmingly high. Certainly not what we've seen from the Myrtle Beach Pelicans to start the year. They've walked 115 batters. The next closest team, the Fayetteville Woodpeckers, at 89. There's a high strike over on Encarnacion. Probably the most promising stat, though, for this pitching staff for Carolina, 203 opponents' batting average. That's among the top 3 in the league. 2-1 off the end of the bat, fouled back. In fact, coming into today, that is good enough for second, trailing only the Kannapolis Cannonballers. Team that the Mudcats will not see in 2024. You get those odd scheduling quirks here and there, and one of them being that Kannapolis will not square off against their in-state rival and former division rival. Corniel, pitch number 72, is in there, called strike 3, and Encarnacion knew it. He heads back to the dugout, 5th strikeout for Daniel Corniel. Big out number 1, and seemingly Corniel has found ways to get that big out to get momentum back in his direction, and now ground ball could get him out of the inning entirely. Albert Feliz had a 3-run home run in the first series against Carolina. Love to replicate that here. Takes ball 1 just off the plate. Second baseman Guilarte holding U10 on at second. And the 1-0 chopped left side over towards the bullpen. It's tracked down by man spotting his pitcher, Herrera, who's warming up, and I believe that was Victor Torres, new Mudcat. Tosses the ball over to one of the several kids in attendance on this Education Day. I'm sure there'll be a real fight for that and some bragging rights as well to whoever came up with it when they go back to school. Feliz, high fly ball, left center field, tracking back towards the fence, and it is off the top of the wall. It stays in play, but this will score 2 runs, a 2-run double for Albert Feliz. And that big swing gives the Salem Red Sox a 2-0 lead here in the 5th. Rodriguez and Garcia got back there, but that ball just kept carrying right off the top of the Winslow home sign. And Feliz, by about a couple of inches, missed out on what would have been his second home run, his second 3-run home run against the Mudcats this season, but now he's driven in 5 against Carolina. And once again, in the middle innings, Salem has taken a 2-0 lead. They weren't able to keep it yesterday. Let's see if they can do so here. Swing, and Kelvin Diaz can't connect. Corniel looks at second. Is 1-1. Breaking ball, foul tip. Just one of those 2 runs charged to Corniel. Unearned run coming across due to the error. And the 1-2 from Corniel. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 6 for the 19-year-old. Good bounce back after the 2-run double, and that will mark the end of his outing at 78 pitches. Nick Stanley out of the dugout, and he motions towards the bullpen, and we'll see you on your Herrera come in and try and get the final out of this 5th inning. 2 runs across on the 2-run double from Feliz, and an admirable effort from Daniel Corniel on this Education Day, as he'll get a nice round of applause heading back to the dugout. We'll tell you a little bit more about Herrera when we come back. 2-0 Salem, 2 outs, runner at second base here in the top of the 5th inning.
Well, I was raised up beneath the shade of a Georgia pine, and that's home, you know. Sweet tea, pecan pie, and homemade wine, where the peaches grow. In my house, it's not much to talk about, but it's filled when love is grown in southern ground, and a little bit of chicken fried. Cold beer on a Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio up. I like to see sunrise, see the love in my woman's eyes, feel the touch of a precious child, and know a mother's love. It's funny how it's the little things in life that mean the most. Not where you live, what you drive, or the price tag on your clothes. There's no dollar sign on a piece of mind, this I've come to know. So if you agree, have a drink with me, raise your glasses for a toast to a little bit of chicken fried and cold beer on a Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio.
Eugenio Herrera in to get the final out of the top of the fifth inning. Salem has taken a 2-0 lead, and Miguel Blaze back to the plate for the third time. Pitch misses down and in for ball one. Blaze has reached base in both of his trips, a single and a walk. He was cut down trying to steal third in the first and was cut down trying to score in the fourth inning. Shaken up on the play, but has stayed in the game and appears to be all right. Pitch on the outside corner, 1-1 count now. Eugenio Herrera comes into today 10th in the Carolina League in qualifying earned run average, a 2.13 ERA. Glances at second, and the right-hander delivers. And Blaze hits it down the right field line. It'll fade into the seats. Official numbers, along with that 2.13 ERA, Herrera sports a 2-0 record. 3 games, he has pitched 12 2/3 innings, 21 strikeouts, just 5 walks. That is up there as far as the league leaders go for punch-outs as well. Currently third in the Carolina League. 1-2. Breaking ball misses down and away. He has been noticeably improved from what we saw from Herrera a year ago, where he went 5-4 with a 4.08 earned run average, 65 strikeouts, and he's already over a third of the way towards that year-long mark. Not quite a third of the way, just shy of it. As you can tell, I wasn't a math major. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Blaze. Antonio Anderson hoping to get a chance on deck. Albert Feliz leads off a second base. Herrera from the belt. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. So Eugenio Herrera does his job, gets the strikeout, gets out of the inning. Salem strands a runner at second, but Albert Feliz, a 2-run double, has given the Red Sox a 2-0 lead at the halfway point. Bottom fifth when we come back from 5 County Stadium on the Carolina Mudcats Broadcast Network.
Pest control is very important and nothing to fool around with, so you need to choose the best. Choose Redpest. Hi, I'm Jamie Smith. At Redpest, our customers and their pest problems are our #1 concern. We treat every problem we encounter like it's our own. That's why we employ only the best service technicians, trained to treat you like family and stick with you until your pest problem is solved, using only the most effective solutions available. We offer same-day service for most pests and provide free inspections for termites and crawl-space moisture. So for a company who cares and will solve your pest problems, make the right choice. Choose Redpest. Choose the best.
You're simply the best.
When you choose Redpest, you'll be glad you did. Call Redpest today at 1-800-PEST-CONTROL or visit us online at redpest.com.
Redpest, a locally owned family business serving all of Wilson, Nash, Pitt, Wake, and surrounding counties. Call Redpest toll-free, 1-800-PEST-CONTROL.
Since 1991, the Carolina Mudcats have called 5 County Stadium and Eastern Wake County home. The Mudcats continue to offer advertisers the critical elements that make a partnership successful. The Mudcats have routinely been commended for going above and beyond in client service, providing affordability and great value. Your partnership helps the Mudcats provide quality family entertainment and supports a local tradition. For information on how you can partner with the Mudcats, call 919-269-2287 today. The Carolina Mudcats and 5 County Stadium, the family place.
Two 2-0 Salem leads the Carolina Mudcats. Similar situation as last night. We'll see if the Mudcats can turn it around on the Red Sox just like they did yesterday. But right now, Matt Duffy, the Sox starter, is in a rhythm. 4 scoreless innings, and he starts Daniel Guilarte off with a called strike 1. Guilarte swings and fouls The second pitch off to the right. Guilarte, first strikeout victim for Duffy back in the second inning. He has fanned 5 total over these 4 innings, and if he can get through the 5th, be in line for a victory. Just 41 pitches, so he has been ultra efficient. And his 2-strike pitch just misses outside. Looked like he had the corner. "43 pitches for Duffy, 32 of them for strikes. And the 1-2, Guilarte fouls it off himself. Guilarte will be followed by Nicasio, the DH, and then Blayberg Diaz, the catcher. A lot of room up the middle if Guilarte can take it there. And right on cue, he hits it that direction, and it gets under the glove of Anderson. A leadoff single for Daniel Guilarte. I think I deserve a little bit of credit on that one. And that's just the second hit of the game for Carolina. Has to feel good for Guilarte, who was in a bit of a mini slump the last several games, but see if Carolina can turn things around after falling behind once again. Here is Nicasio. Struck out swinging against Duffy when he struck out the side in the second inning. And Nicasio shows bunt. Had a good pitch to go after, but he pulls it back last second. It's called a strike, and we'll see if the third baseman, Encarnacion, will charge some more before the pitch. He's playing well off the third base line, with Nicasio being a pull hitter from the left side. And he takes strike 2. Nicasio, born in the Netherlands. Drafted out of high school, though, playing in the Miami area down in Florida back in 2021. Foul tips it back into the netting. 22 years old and showing off some power. He's been one of the top sluggers, 5'10" right now, the high mark on the team. Swings the 2-strike pitch and pops it up left side. Encarnacion backing up to the outfield and battling the sun. As it's peeking through the clouds, he makes the catch for the first out. There are a lot of clouds, but appears the sun is out for the time being. So Guilarte remains at first, and here is Diaz. Short lead for Guilarte off of first, and Blayberg takes ball 1 outside. Wind is blowing out to center field, so Diaz can get a hold of one. He can probably pepper that wall out there. Guilarte on the move. Pitch misses high. The throw down, the tag, and Guilarte is out. Good throw from McKelveny. And neither team able to get going on the base paths. 3 stolen base attempts across both teams. Catchers have thrown him out all 3 times. Diaz, who's at the plate, probably a nod towards his counterpart, but now Diaz hits one deep to left field, and that ball's gone. Well, it won't be a 2-run home run, but Blayberg Diaz has his first of the year, cuts the lead in half. It's 2-1 in the 5th. So Duffy gives up his first extra base hit. It's a long ball. And now we know that the Mudcats only need one big swing to feel like they have all the momentum. And with this Education Day crowd behind them, finally something to cheer for. Jam shot, and Yosuar Garcia fouls it straight back. Mudcats have been held without a home run over the last couple of games after homering in 6 straight. Garcia pops this one up off to the right. 0-2 on Garcia, who grounded out to the pitcher his first time up. Foul tips it to stay alive. That is the 8th home run in the professional career of Blayberg Diaz. Did not have one last year, so that's his first home run since his time in the Arizona Complex League. Got to feel good to finally get into one. 0-2, and Garcia chases one badly out of the zone. That's strike 3. 6th strikeout for Matt Duffy, and the inning is over, but Duffy concedes a solo home run off the bat of Blayberg Diaz, and we still have ourselves a ball game after 5 innings on Education Day at 5 County Stadium. Salem 2, Carolina 1.
I'm really gonna miss you picking fights and me falling for it, screaming that I'm right, and you would hide away and find your peace of mind with some indie record that's much cooler than mine. You called me up again tonight, but this time I'm telling you we are never ever getting back together. We are never ever getting back together. You go talk to your friends, talk to my friends, talk to me. But we are never ever get back together. I used to think that we were forever, and I used to say, never say never.
So he calls me up and he's like, I still love you. And I'm like, I mean, this is exhausting, you know? Like, we're never getting back together. Like, ever.
So finally some runs coming in the 5th inning. We're on to the top of the 6th, 2-1. The Salem Red Sox lead the Carolina Mudcats. Colin Casey. Proud to have you on this Wednesday now afternoon, Education Day at the ballpark. No balls and a strike for Eugenio Herrera against Antonio Anderson, who went around for strike 2. Anderson, one of the top 20 prospects in the Red Sox system at number 18. He is 0 for 2 so far. Herrera kicks and deals. This is outside with the heater. Solo home run, and the first in the single-A career of Blayberg Diaz. It's the Mudcats right back within striking distance. 1-2, chopped up along first. It'll be an easy play for Taden Hall. Steps on the bag. And quickly there is one out in this 6th. 3 unassisted. Anderson falls to 0 for 3. Kevin Alcantara. Marvin Alcantara, pardon me. Somehow I wrote that one down wrong in my scorebook. Alcantara. A swing and a miss. It's 0-1. 179 batting average now on the year for him. He is 0 for 2 today. And there is a called strike 2. Herrera just pumping the strike zone as he has throughout the season so far. He's just been such a weapon out of the Mudcats bullpen. He gets a foul tip from Alcantara. Herrera with 1 strikeout already. This is outside with the fastball. 2-2. A check swing, called strike 3 anyways. Marvin Alcantara goes down on strikes for the second time, and it's the second strikeout for Herrera. He's retired all 3 batters he has faced and the first 2 batters of this top of the 6th inning. That's how big that run, though, for Diaz was. Now, Mudcats send a guy out there like Herrera, who's been one of the best pitchers in the league this year, and you feel, all right, we just need 1 run to get right back in it. As a sliding catch made in center field by Yoferi Rodriguez ends the top of the 6th in style. Great jump on the ball by the teenage center fielder, and he gets a high five from his left fielder. He almost left Yoferi Rodriguez, he almost left Yoswar Garcia hanging on the way off the diamond. But now the Mudcats will look to try and tie the game in the bottom of the 6th inning. 9-1-2 due up when we return. Righty Mercado leads it off in the bottom of the 6th inning. Carolina trailing Salem 2-1. And it will be a new arm on the mound for the Red Sox, as it is C.J. Wines, the right-hander, to take over for Matt Duffy, who was very strong over 5 innings. Just the 1 mistake pitch last inning as Mercado tries to surprise Wines with a bunt to begin his outing, but he fouls it off. The final line for Duffy, he goes 5 innings, gives up the 1 run on the solo home run, 3 hits, strikes out 6, does not allow a single walk. Probably the most promising sign if you're a Salem Red Sox fan, is he's pumping the strike zone. 0-2 now on Mercado, who flew out in his first trip. C.J. Wines, standing at 6'3", 223 pounds, a 23-year-old. Drafted in the 6th round last summer out of Western Kentucky. And Mercado squares one up and deposits it into center field. Another leadoff single for the Mudcats. They've gotten 3 of those so far. And Mercado is now 1 for 2, and we'll see if his speed is utilized over at first base. Wines originally from Joliet, Illinois. Again, 23 years old. He's made 1 appearance this year. He's only pitched 1 inning, but it was a clean inning. Pitch sails high for ball 1. That outing came on April 21st, so just 3 days ago. And that pickoff attempt nearly gets past the first baseman, Feliz. But a clean inning against the Lynchburg Hillcats. That was just his 2nd professional appearance. He made 1 last year with the FCL Red Sox. Mercado on the move. Throw is short-armed, and righty Mercado swipes second base. The tying run is in scoring position for the Mudcats. And finally, a base stealer has had success against an opposing catcher in this game. Juan Baez with a runner in scoring position, a 2-0 count. He's hit the ball well both his at-bats, but has been retired twice. Wines misses outside. 3-0, does have first base open, but Yoferi Rodriguez on deck. Mercado being held on by the second baseman, Marvin Alcantara. And that is ball 4, 4-pitch walk. They'll send Baez down to first. So Mercado the single, Baez the walk, first and second. Tying run at second, go-ahead run at first in this bottom of the 6th. Up comes Rodriguez. 2 homers, 13 runs batted in so far this year for Yoferi. Huge lead for Baez at first. Mercado closer to the bag at second, and Yoferi takes strike 1 on the inside corner. Rodriguez, the team leader in runs batted in so far. 2 ahead of Kaylan Nikasi, who's got 11 batted in. And he is tied for 7th in the Carolina League in that category. Wines misses outside, 1-1. Mudcats were held without a run through the first 4 innings before Blayberg Diaz lifted his first homer of the season in the 5th. Pickoff move, and it's a bluff for Wines, who spun back. Don't have to throw over when you do that move. One on the way. Down in the dirt, kept in front of nicely by McKelveny. It's another hitter's count. C.J. Wines having some command issues after giving up the leadoff single to Mercado. Leads off of second, Baez off of first. 2-1, up and outside. And what do you know? Waiting on deck. Cooper Pratt in his return to the lineup. A chance to perhaps deliver one massive swing. Still nobody out. Wines with the 3-1. It is called a strike on the inside corner. Rodriguez thought he had ball 4. Have to imagine that he'll be looking to swing here. Power he possesses, and the question is, will we see both runners in motion? There they go. Payoff pitch. Rodriguez fouls it straight back. Mercado got a great head start at second, and he jogs back to the bag. I mean, these are the 2 guys you want on the bases in a situation like this. Wines with another payoff pitch. The runners move again. It's ball 4. Misses high. Back-to-back walks. The first 3 batters have reached base for the Mudcats, and they load the bases, trailing by a run in the bottom of the 6th inning. So what do you know? Cooper Pratt, golden opportunity to give his team the lead with 1 swing. Pratt having a quick discussion with home plate umpire Perry Swartz before he steps into the box. Quick mound visit as Kelvany talked it over with his pitcher, but nowhere to put him in a 1-run game. Pratt 0 for 2, lined out to left. It was a nice diving play by Taylor. He also popped out to first. Cooper Pratt takes ball 1 on the outside half. Batting average of .292 to start the career for Pratt here in single A. .379 on-base percentage. He's already driven in 7 runs despite how much time he's missed. And that is a fastball over at 89, 1-1. From the stretch, the pitch. Breaking ball lined into right field, base hit. Mercado scores. Baez will be held at third. This game is tied thanks to a Cooper Pratt RBI single in his return to the lineup. It's 2-2. His 8th run batted in already. And the Mudcats playing station to station. They'll stay loaded for Taden Hall. Hall, 1 for 2, singled up the middle his first time up. And before we see a first pitch, we'll see the pitching coach head out to the mound. That's Juan Rivera. Trying to settle down his right-hander. So that officially gets Corniel off the hook. It'll be a no decision for him, and he will maintain that 0-0 record. There is a righty starting to throw now for the Red Sox. Francis Hernandez, the Dominican-born right-hander, tossing. So Duffy will get hit with a no decision now after leaving with a chance for the victory. And as it stands now, a blown save for C.J. Wines. So Baez at third, Rodriguez at second, Cooper Pratt over at first. Still nobody out for Hall. He's also driven in 7 runs this year. He hits the first pitch up in the air, and it fades back and out of play. Taden Hall still looking for his first professional home run. Now would not be a bad time for that. Wines with the 0-1. Good breaking ball, but stays outside of the plate. Of course, his big thing has been keeping the walks ahead of the strikeouts. Knows how to put the ball in play. One of the best contact hitters in single A right now. 367 batting average. And he lays off. That plate vision, so crucial in situations like this. Chance to get that OPS over 1,000. Two-one outside. Wines in danger of walking in the go-ahead run. Both teams with 2 runs on 5 hits. Deep sigh in the 3-1. Hit up the middle, could be 2, but the go-ahead run will score. It is a 6-3 double play. So Hall will not be credited with an RBI, but Juan Baez comes across to score. And once again, Carolina has come from behind to take the lead from the Red Sox for the second straight game. It is now 3-2. So maybe not exactly what Hall had planned, but did more than enough to give his team the lead. So that puts Yoferi Rodriguez as a lone runner on base over at third. And it is Daniel Guilarte who takes ball 1 downstairs. Guilarte, a strikeout and a single. He'll take a low breaking ball. No action right now in the Mudcats bullpen, so Herrera finds himself in a chance to keep this up and maybe pitch his way to his 3rd victory of 2024. Still plenty of baseball left, though. And Guilarte has a curveball that leaks in on him. It's 3-0. Hernandez still throwing for the Red Sox as the pitch count for Wines up to 25 now in the inning. It would be Kaylan Nikasi at a bat next. 3-0, taking all the way on the inside half. 3-1 now on Guilarte. Much of this crowd sticking around right now, and you're seeing a nice comeback from the Mudcats. There have been plenty of those so far in 2024. 3-1, inside, ball 4, 5-pitch walk. And that is the third walk surrendered by Wines in the inning. They're at the corners with 2 down. Nicasia, batting from the left side, steps in and feels like this could very well be the last batter for C.J. Wines in this inning. Another runner reaches base and might see a motion to the bullpen from manager Liam Carroll. Throw over. Guilarte back. Nicasia 0 for 2, a strikeout. He also popped out to third base. That was last inning. Big insurance run in Rodriguez standing at third. Guilarte leads off first. 2 down. There goes Guilarte at first. The pitch is a called strike. Double steal is on. Coming home Rodriguez. The tag is in time, and he is out. Aggressive idea from the Mudcats. It does not pan out as McKelveny placed the tag, and that will end the inning. However, Carolina scores twice, and they take a 3-2 lead into the 7th inning on this Education Day at 5 County Stadium. Anya Herrera back on the mound when we come back.
Know anyone that needs some help seeing balls and strikes this baseball season? Well, our friend Dr. Kevin Laughlin and staff at NCI Associates can certainly help. Located in Zebulon, 5 minutes from 5 County Stadium in front of Walmart, NCI Associates can handle all of your eye care needs. From routine eye exams to medical conditions like glaucoma, cataracts, and diabetic eye care, let Dr. Laughlin and NCI Associates care for your eyes. Make an appointment today at NCI Associates of Zebulon and let Dr. Laughlin make sure you don't miss one hard hit down the line or bang bang play at the plate.
Carolina Mudcats Luxury Suites are the perfect way to watch the Mudcats play in style and comforts. From employee and client entertainment to birthday parties and family reunions, the Mudcats Suites are great for any outing. The Mudcats Suite level is on the top deck of 5 County Stadium. Accessible by elevator and climate controlled, suites offer indoor and outdoor seating, VIP parking, closed circuit and cable television, an upscale menu, and wait staff. Suites can be enjoyed on a game-by-game basis or throughout the season. Call 919-269-CATS for more information.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that'll bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your visit today at baseballhall.org.
After falling behind 2-0, the Carolina Mudcats now enjoy a 3-2 lead going into the final third of this ball game over the Salem Redsox, looking to begin this series the same way they began their 3-game series back to open the season with a couple of victories. It'll be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters for Salem, and the first pitch from Yuanya Herrera is over and a called strike on Nathaniel Uten. Uten reached on an error and scored in that 2-run 5th inning. Salem put together against Daniel Corniel. Mudcat starter who ends up going 4 2/3, gives up 2 runs, 1 earned on 5 hits, a walk, and 6 punchouts. Herrera, good fastball down and in at 93, and Uten can't get his bat on it. Herrera's 0-2 off the bat and foul. The Mudcats were to maintain this score and take home the victory, improve to 14-3 on the season. It would be their 8th victory after trailing earlier in the ball game this year. That is otherworldly as far as resilience goes from Nick Stanley's bunch. Swing and a miss, and Herrera picks up strikeout number 3. So U10 retired, and Herrera up to 24 strikeouts now on the season. Got a chance to see Yuanya as a visiting broadcaster over the last couple of seasons when I was with the Fayetteville Woodpeckers, and just night and day improvement to what I've seen now. He was a solid, reliable option his first couple of seasons with the Mudcats, but this time he's looked just otherworldly dominant out there, if you will. McKelveny takes ball one down and outside, and his command is just leaps and bounds from what we saw a year ago. Breaking ball a little bit outside. McKelveny 1 for 2, single and a run scored in his first action this week. 2-0, up and in. Chula Vista, California native awaits the 3-0. And it's outside, a 4-pitch walk. So tying run aboard with one down in the 7th. Freli Encarnacion will step in now for Salem. Encarnacion, 0 for 2, a fly out and a strikeout looking. Herrera, fastball letter high, strike one. Infielded double play depth for the Mudcats. And Herrera misses down and away there. See just how far the leash is for Herrera. I have to imagine they'd like to get him through the 8th inning and then perhaps a closer to close this one out. Harrison Duro certainly a candidate that could see action today. Fastball in, 2-1. And great thing for the Mudcats, they've had a number of guys that are capable of getting those final 3 outs. Duro, Baden Root has gotten himself some saves. Of course, yesterday, Blake Whiting with his 3rd save of the season. Herrera will step off and throw over. Back of the dive safely, Kelveny. Two balls and a strike on Encarnacion. Make it 2-2. Several transactions made by the Red Sox ahead of this series, and ended up placing a number of guys on the injured list on the 21st. That was back on Sunday. 2-2 lined into center field. That'll be a base hit, and McKelveny won't stop there. He will head to third base. The tying run 90 feet away for Salem with just 1 out in the inning. It's a single for Encarnacion, the 6th hit of the ball game for the Red Sox. So pressure on now for Herrera and the Mudcats, trying to maintain this 1-run lead. And perhaps for Salem, that double play was the life they needed to get back to the plate and get that run back. Could have been a much worse 6th inning other than the 2 runs that were surrendered. Albert Feliz, 2-run double in the 5th inning, chance to add to his big day here. And he takes ball 1 high. Feliz with 2 extra base hits this season. Both have come against the Mudcats. 3-run home run Sunday the 8th and the 2-run double today. Now has 8 runs batted in on the season. Herrera with 1-0, down and away. Looks over his shoulder, comes set. A big lead for Encarnacion off of first. And a throw over in the dirt, knocked down by Hall. Saves a run as Kelveny already taken about 2 or 3 steps towards the plate, assuming that ball got far enough away from Taden Hall. Two 2-0. A nod from Herrera. His pitch down and away, 3-0. So after the Mudcats loaded the bases on Salem, the Red Sox trying to turn the tables here in the top of the 7th inning. Kelvin Diaz waiting on deck. And Herrera swinging 3-0 is Feliz. It's hit out to left field. Could be deep enough to tie this game. Coming in, making a lunging catch. Garcia, his throw to the plate won't be in time as McKelvey slides in safely. A sacrifice fly and the third RBI for Albert Feliz this afternoon. Ties this ball game at 3 in the top of the 7th. Hasn't been shy about swinging 3-0. And he did his job there, got it up in the air. I think the wind has shifted because that ball was knocked down and it forced Yosuar Garcia to come charging in. Nearly missed it coming in on the way by. Got a good running start, but deep enough to score. Daniel McKelvey. Now Encarnacion on the move. The first pitch misses low. The tag placed, and once again, Blakeberg Diaz has caught a Salem Red Sox runner stealing. This one will end the top of the 7th inning, but not before Salem ties the game on the Feliz sac fly. Stretch time at 5 County Stadium, 3-3 between the Red Sox and the Mudcats. Well, as you can hear right there, certainly one of the loudest crowds we'll see all season long here on Education Day, and the kids have shown up, and they've shown up in droves. A little conversation there for Nick Stanley before the inning comes to, the 7th inning begins with home plate umpire Perry Swartz, so perhaps a change coming for Carolina. Maybe in the inning, maybe afterwards, but right now it is Kalen Nicasia to lead it off. He'll be followed by Blakeberg Diaz, who is in the on-deck circle, and the third arm in the ball game for the Salem Red Sox. It is right-hander Francis Hernandez. It's a foul ball to begin his day off the bat of Nicasia. Hernandez from Mao, Dominican Republic. 1-1 count here. .22 years old. Nicasia, ground ball right side. Good backhand stab by Feliz, but it's bobbled, and Nicasia will be safe. Heads back to first base. Hernandez could not handle the toss, which appeared to be a solid one from Feliz. And that might be a very costly error in a tie ball game. Fielding error on Hernandez, not the way he wants to start his outing. 0-1 on the year. This is 5th appearance. a 13.50 earned run average after Hernandez put together a strong 2023 season in the Florida Complex League. Here's Diaz, who lifted a home run, his first in single A his last time up. Takes a called strike one at 90 miles an hour. Belted it over everything in left field. Nicasia can run, leads off of first base. 0-1 comes up and in and nearly gets a piece of Diaz. Diaz also struck out swinging his first time around. That was against starter Matt Duffy. C.J. Wines gets off the hook with the tying run coming across to score in the top of the 7th inning. A step off. Nicasia back. Final line for Wines gives up the 1 run on 2 hits. We'll get a no decision. He also walked 3. Nicasia on the move. The pitch misses high, but McKelvey couldn't get a handle on it, and Kaylan Nicasia swipes second. He gets into scoring position as the go-ahead run with nobody out. All it takes is half a second. You don't have that grip as a catcher, and it makes all the difference in the world. So Diaz can tie this game with a base knock. The 2-1. Down and away. And this is where it really pays off to have so much contact hitting in this lineup for the Mudcats, because you've got Yoswar Garcia on deck, Righty Mercado, who's got a hit today to follow, and then the top of the order. 3-1 to Diaz. Breaking ball, he gets underneath it. Shallow left center field, jogging in and making the catch for the first out is the Red Sox center fielder. It is not Miguel Blaze, so there has been some changes made out there. I believe that was the former left fielder in Nelly Taylor, and it is. So Taylor now in center field, and over in left field coming on as defensive replacement, that is Andy Lugo. So perhaps for precautionary reasons, Miguel Blaze coming out of the game. Yoswar Garcia, and that pitch goes all the way to the backstop. It got through McKelvey. It'll be a pass ball, and Nicasia 90 feet away. Just after stealing his 5th bag of the season, he gets a free 90 feet there. And this will prompt Salem to bring their infield in. So Hernandez trying to find a way to get Garcia out. He's hitting .326 on the year. He's driven in 6 runs. And he gets a breaking ball inside, 2-0. Now actually scored a wild pitch on Hernandez there. To Garcia, and he cracks it out towards deep center field, sending Taylor back. Still ranging back. He'll make the catch in front of the warning track, but it is plenty deep enough to score Nicasia and give the Mudcats a 4-3 lead here in the bottom of the 7th. Well, look for a second. That Garcia might have gotten one out to the wall. But the wind, I think, has shifted. It's starting to come in a little bit. But that's all you got to do. That extra 90 feet made all the difference, and it's an unearned run coming in to score on the error. That has given Carolina their lead back. Now they're empty with 2 outs. Righty Mercado with a 1-0 count. The switch hitter pops another one up towards center field. So Taylor moves over to center. He gets real busy and comes in front of Andy Lugo, makes the catch, and that will end the inning. But the Mudcats cancel out the run in the top half from Salem. The sac fly from Yoswar Garcia gives the home team a 4-3 lead going into the 8th inning. Yohanner Herrera back on the mound. We'll be back in a moment.
Enjoy the excitement of Carolina Mudcats baseball with your group of 20 or more. A Mudcats outing is a great way to reward employees, gather friends, entertain clients, or just get away. Groups receive discounts on tickets, recognition on the video board, and PA announcements. No waiting in line to enter, and everyone sits together. All you have to do is show up at the ballpark, and we'll take care of the rest. Bring your group out to 5 County Stadium. Call 919-269-CATS to reserve your group's date.
Keep your home or business safe and secure, just like 5 County Stadium. With American Alarms, the official security provider of the Mudcats. With locations in Apex and Wendell, American Alarms is your local security specialist. Contact American Alarms today at 919-460-5995 and ask about their new app for remote arming and disarming. Learn more at americanalarms.us.
We'll take you on right here, right now!
They're mightier than any ducks. Badder than any bears.
I got it!
They're the most fun you and your family will have at the movies all year.
Blockhead!
Geek, jerk. You ain't good enough to lick the dirt off our cleats.
You play ball like a girl!
The Sandlot.
Flies open.
Strike 3, you're out.
Rated PG.
Carolina Mudcats 6 outs away from taking a 2-0 series lead in this 6-game set with them and the Salem Redsox. Kelvin Diaz, the 9-hitter, leads off and swings through the first pitch from Yuanya Herrera, who did allow a run last inning but minimized the damage and is back in position to earn a victory today. He can help the Mudcats get these final 6 outs. 1-1 now on Diaz, who is 1 for 2 in the 9-hole. Single and a strikeout swinging. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. It'll be Diaz. He'll be followed by Andy Lugo, who comes on for Blaze. Down in the dirt, 2-2. Lugo will get his first plate appearance of the series. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball left side, and this will head towards the Mudcats bullpen. Ferreira can pick up the victory here. It would vault him into another category where he'd be close to the league lead-in. Just 2 other pitchers with 3 wins this year. A diving catch by Guilarte at second. That's actually Miguel Briseño who's in the game. So welcome to the game, Briseño. Takes away a hit. Hey, you know, they say the ball will always find you after you enter the ball game. And Miguel Briseño did not have to wait very long. Tremendous diving play for the first out. Here is Lugo, and he takes strike 1. So Briseño comes in, perhaps to give Cooper Pratt a little bit of a rest through the rest of this one. And now ground ball to second. Once again, Briseño, 2 down. Probably got a big smile on his face. Hasn't had any action all game long, and he actually just bobbled the throw around the horn. Doesn't matter. He made the 2 plays he needed to. So an L4 and a 4-3. Briseño at second. Guilarte moves over to third. And Briseño is due up in the 8th inning, so he will likely get a chance to hit. Antonio Anderson. Shortstop takes ball 1 up and away. Misses outside. Pratt, in his return to the lineup, finishes 1 for 3 with an RBI single that tied the ball game. 2-0. Nice breaking ball there from Herrera. It's at 45 pitches. No action right now in the Mudcats bullpen. That could change, though, after the inning comes to a close. 2-1 liner and a one-hop snagged by Baez. The low throw dug out at the other end by Taden Hall. A defensive clinic by Carolina in that 8th inning. Their infield making 3 pretty strong plays. And we head to the bottom of the 8th inning with Carolina Mudcats in front of the Salem Redsox 4-3, looking to improve to 14-3. Bottom of the 8th next on the Mudcats Broadcast Network.
In the drive, but she wouldn't get out. The dogs were all barking and wagging around. And I just laughed and said, you all get in. She had on a new dress and she curled her hair. She was looking too good not to go somewhere. Said, what you want to do, baby, I don't care. We can go to the show, we can stay right here, and I can take you for a ride on my big green tractor. We can go slow or make it go faster, down through the woods and out to the pasture. Long as I'm with you, it really don't matter. Climb up in my lap and drive if you want to. Girl, you know you got me to hold on to. We can go to town, but baby, if you'd rather, I'll take you for a ride on my big green tractor. Said we can fire it up and I can show you around. Sit up on the hill and watch the sun go down. When the fireflies are dancing and the moon comes out, we can turn.
Bottom 8 from 5 County Stadium. Carolina Mudcats still with a 4-3 lead and looking to add to it before the 9th inning. Get another solid outing in relief from Yuanya Herrera. Juan Baez, top of the order for Carolina. Baez, Rodriguez, and then Miguel Briseño will get his first chance at the plate this afternoon. They face Francis Hernandez, and he misses upstairs with a fastball. Hernandez giving up the 1 run in the 7th inning. That puts him in position for a loss. The score holds. And a high pop-up off the bat of Baez over towards his counterpart at third. Encarnacion makes the catch on the shallow outfield grass for the first out. So Baez moves to 0 for 3. Did walk and score, though, in the 6th inning. We'll take one last look around the rest of the Carolina League here in the late innings with the 2 other games in action on this Education Day. It's 1-0 on Rodriguez. Tied in the 8th inning, 1-1, the score between the Charleston River Dogs and the Kannapolis Cannonballers. 2 balls and no strikes now on Rodriguez. Then down in Fayetteville, the Woodpeckers trail the Down East Wood Ducks 7-3. Rodriguez, a chopper up along first. Over and placing the tag is Hernandez for the 1 unassisted second out. So here comes Miguel Briseño. Number 9 comes out. Number 10 comes in to hit for him. Briseño this year hitting .238. He's driven in 3 runs. Has scored 9 times. And the first pitch breaking ball goes all the way to the backstop. And once again, a reminder of the 3 other games later today. Myrtle Beach Pelicans and Lynchburg Hillcats will play in Virginia at 6:30. Half hour later, Fredericksburg will take on Delmarva, and then Augusta and Columbia will start at 7:05. Out to center field, an easy play for Nellie Taylor. That ends the inning. That wraps up the Pepsi out-of-town scores. And we are on to the 9th inning. The Mudcats looking to complete another comeback victory. 3 outs away. Yuanya Herrera will look to finish it off himself when we return. This is the Carolina Mudcats Broadcast Network. 4-3 Muddies lead. Top of the ninth from 5 County Stadium. Yuanya Herrera looking to finish this one off himself. Has gone 3 1/3 innings, giving up just the 1 run so far. And he'll try and protect the 1-run lead. Marvin Alcantara, 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Red Sox. He takes ball 1. Alcantara is 0 for 3 so far. He'll be followed by Nelly Taylor and then Nathaniel Uten. Those are the 3 scheduled to bat. Called strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Of course, Liam Carroll does have options off the bench if he wants to go to, such as Nazan Zanatello, who had the off day today. Breaking ball, misses low. Mudcats trying to complete their 8th come-from-behind victory of the season already. It is April 24th. Herrera, good breaking ball, inside corner for strike 2. Alcantara shakes his head and steps back into the box. Herrera gets the sign he wants from Diaz. His 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him to swing over the top of the curveball. And Yuanya Herrera 2 outs away from securing his 3rd victory of the season. That is strikeout number 4 for him. 3rd time that Alcantara has gone down on strikes. And now Nelly Taylor will try and get something going for Salem. Taylor takes strike 1, knee level. Mudcats actually out-hitting the Sox today, 6-5. Or pardon me, the other way around. Red Sox out-hitting Carolina. Pitch misses outside, 1-1 on the Florida native. 1-1 pitch, grounded up along first. This is game 5 of the season series out of 15. The Mudcats trying to start it a perfect 5-0 against the Red Sox this year. So trying to push their lead in the North Division to 3.5 games. 1-2, another strike 3. And another breaking ball, this one bearing down and in on Taylor. Back-to-back punch-outs for Herrera and the Mudcats, 1 out away from victory number 14. Nathaniel Uten, the one who stands in the way. No action in the Mudcats bullpen. And why would there be the way Herrera's looking right now? Another down and in slider. I mean, that is just unhittable when you're locating it that perfectly. Uten will use his timeout and reset. 0-1. Fouled off. Mudcats have them down to their last strike. Herrera just cruising in this 9th inning. He's gotten better as the game has gone on. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A 1-run lead for the Mudcats. Yuanya Herrera delivers. Swing and a miss. He strikes out the side, and the Mudcats win once again. Yuanya Herrera strikes out 6 over 4 1/3 innings. He picks up his 3rd victory of the year, and the Carolina Mudcats improve to 14-3, a league best record, and they have won all 5 games against the Salem Red Sox to open up the season series. 4-3 the final on this Education Day. The kids going back to school happy, and Mudcats fans around the country all smiles on this Wednesday afternoon from Zebulon. We'll wrap it up when we come back, but the Mudcats stay red hot. 4-3, they defeat the Salem Red Sox. Stay tuned for the postgame show right here on the Carolina Mudcats Broadcast Network.
To purchase the latest Carolina Mudcats gear away from 5 County Stadium, visit shopmudcats.com. All of Muddy's favorite apparel is here. Hats, shirts, replica jerseys, novelty items, trading cards, and more. Just 1 click away. Check back throughout the year for seasonal deals and sales. Little League coaches, you can outfit your entire team or league by calling the Tackle Box store at 919-269-CATS. Dress like the Mudcats by visiting the Tackle Box at 5 County Stadium or shopmudcats.com.
For the early-to-rise road trippers, the late-night truck drivers, or even the bucket list checking baseball fans, your Wyndham is waiting, no matter who you are, where you're going, or why. With 24 trusted brands to choose from like La Quinta, Days Inn, and Super 8, there's a hotel by Wyndham for everyone. Wyndham Hotels and Resorts, the official hotel of minor league baseball. Get the lowest price at wyndhamhotels.com. Restrictions apply. Visit website for more details.
Looking for a one-of-a-kind luxury in-game experience? Look no further than the DRB Home Sky Lounge, located high atop Five County Stadium. The DRB Home Sky Lounge is open by reservation only and features a full buffet, climate-controlled dining experience for guests of 50 or more. Eat dinner and enjoy a spectacular view of the game in the most luxurious section of Five County Stadium. Visit carolinamudcats.com or call 269-2287 for more information.
Time to wrap things up from the ballpark. This is the Mudcats postgame show on the Carolina Mudcats Broadcast Network.
Another day, another Carolina Mudcats victory, and this one was a day victory, 11 o'clock start, and this one ends in just over 2 hours. The Carolina Mudcats, just like yesterday, fell behind 2-0, picked themselves up, though, clawed their way back, and ultimately it was an unceremonious double play ball that gave them the go-ahead run in the bottom of the 7th inning, and they hold on thanks to some incredible pitching out of the pen once again from Eugenio Herrera, and the Mudcats improved to 14-3 to start the 2024 season. They also are now 7-1 at Five County Stadium. Welcome into the post-game show. Colin Casey, happy to have you and wrap things up before tomorrow night's matchup, the third of 6 games between these two teams. But looking back on today, it was a similar start to what we saw on Tuesday night. Both teams had starters that were locked in from the get-go. Daniel Corniel and Matt Duffy, through the first 4 innings, they would not budge. Neither starter able to give up a run through the first 4 innings. And then in the top of the 5th, Corniel